Hi, Ali Borealis here. I'm in Mission Viejo, California, prepping for an estate sale. I'm going through everything with you step by step. If you saw my first video in this series, phase 1, we did an assessment and a walkthrough. This is phase 2 video where we're going to be doing decluttering and sorting. Let me show you how to work the second phase of the sale. I'm diving right into the process with you, and then I'll explain what I'm doing. So I'm just cleaning out these cabinets outside on the balcony here. You can see they have quite a bit of things in them. Take you over to this one. I cleaned this one out. It had a lot of art supplies. So we have 2 microwave kilns. We have stuff for stained glass. We have about 5 glue guns, lots of crafting supplies. And the one thing I didn't expect to pull out of there and find on the balcony is all this jewelry. We have a sterling and amethyst filigree ring, lots of rings. We're finding jewelry all over the place in this house. We have 2 more of these to look into, this one and that one over there at the end. Let's see what's in here. I'm sure stuff like this is no good because it's been out here for a while. And we have mystery boxes. So I have my trash bag ready. Somebody might want that for crafts, even though it looks kind of old. I don't know if it's still working, but we'll try it. We'll put that in the saved pile. Okay, I'm gonna pull this box out real quick. I'm sorting into 3 basic categories: things to sell, things to trash, and things to donate. Oh, more art supplies. Look how old some of these things are. Oh, very vibrant. Oh, we have an airbrush set. These paints are definitely probably no good, I would say. But let's see what else is in here. These are really nice pens, but I doubt they still have ink in them. Prang. Oh, colored pencils. I'll have to get those situated. What is this? Hand-painted fabrics, accessories, and clothing. Oh, we're gonna save this one. It looks a little 90s, the fashions. Maybe late 80s, like that dress. Watercolors. Can't get that out. Well, we have pastels that seem to be taped shut. Oh, look at these pastels in a little wood box. Those are lovely. Oh, filigree. Oh, acrylic. These are paints. We have an airbrushing step-by-step, airbrush, lots of magazines, how-to magazines on crafts. We'll probably keep all of these. There's another one. Golden Harvest drinking jar. I will absolutely save that jar. We have a lot of mason jars, large old mason jars. Let's see what's in here. Looney Tunes. Some bottles. So I was moving the trash bag around and look what I found out here. More jewelry. I mean, that one's not in the best shape, but Some of the ones that aren't in great shape, I'm gonna take to the refinery, the gold and the sterling that aren't really sellable in any kind of wearable form. Okay, let's see what's in this one. We have a book, Rocks and Minerals. That's pretty old. 96. What is in here? Dust. Powders. I bet this is for the kiln. Rock tumbler. I think there's a rock tumbler that we've seen. Definitely keep that. So these are this is ground walnut shells. I think they are all labeled. All of these are rock tumbling compounds that come in different grits. This one's a 600, so that's a fine grit. Glad I pulled those out because we have some more jewelry here. So much glitter. Not a fan of glitter, but I will save these little glass things. I'm making my way over to the very last one. Let's see what's in here. Oh, it's empty. Okay. Part of the sorting process also includes sorting things into subcategories, like chemical waste, keys. Every house I've worked has so many keys. Money, family photos, and yearbooks. Those are the subcategories of all the things we don't sell. Then we get into categorizing things together that we do sell. This person had a lot of crafts items. I think for these, I'm going to take little Ziploc bags and you can fill it with whatever crafts you'd like for maybe $5. We grouped together candles, sunglasses and reading glasses, jewelry. You get the idea. And speaking of jewelry, I promised I would show you what I found in this bowl when I was decluttering and sorting. So I found all these things in the main bedroom, and they were all just kind of thrown into a bowl with, like a light bulb in there and some odds and ends. And let's see what I found. This is a bag. Let's take a look here. We have this little sterling heart bracelet. Really adorable. I think the clasp might be broken on that one. And this is a sterling crucifix pendant. It's marked sterling on the back. Now the chain is not sterling, but this part is. Here's a sterling charm bracelet. No charms on it, but it's in super great condition. And then we have this one that's full of charms, but I don't remember if these are sterling or not. Let me take a peek here. Every charm on here is sterling. I really like these ones that you can see through with the colored maybe glass, like that shell and the sun over here. And I especially like this little butterfly. Yeah, so sterling charm bracelet with all sterling charms. And then this, there we go, is a 14 karat pendant on a 14 karat chain. I believe that's a CZ stone. Really pretty. And then the last thing we have are all of these rings. This one is sterling with a gold overlay. The aqua stones are testing as gemstones. This one's sterling as well, and the stones also test as gemstone. I think they're either white topaz or a spinel. This one also tests as gemstone. It's obviously lab grown, and it's sterling as well with a gold overlay. This one is 10 karat, and the stones also test as gemstone, either spinel or white topaz. Here's another sterling ring. I believe the stone is glass. It doesn't test as gemstone, but it's very pretty. This one is sterling, and it tests in the ruby/sapphire, so they might be pink sapphires, lab grown. This one is 14 karat, and the stones test as emerald. Really pretty. This one's sterling with CZ, possibly doesn't test as gemstone. And then the last one we have, look how beautiful. That tests as citrine, and it's set in 18 karat gold, which has me think that's probably not lab grown. That is probably a real gemstone, real citrine. I love all the little scroll work. Oh, you can see that better. We have 9 rings total. We have an 18 karat, a 14 karat, a 10 karat, and 6 sterling rings, all tucked away in a place that you would probably never look for jewelry. So it always pays when you're doing a clear out to really check everything. We were finding jewelry all over the place in lots of different rooms and places, even on the balcony porches. Here is what a decluttering and sort looks like after step 2 is complete. It's still a little in disarray, but we've weeded out all the things we want to clean up and put in the sale, which if you saw my part 1 video, I had mentioned I was really curious about what was in this older box. Here's a sneak peek of what we have coming up in this fantastic estate sale. It's happening on August 8th, 9th, and 10th in Mission Viejo, California. I'll be releasing the address a couple hours before the sale opens. Hope to see you there. In my next video, we're moving on to phase 3, which is organizing and pricing. We're wrapping up for today. See you in the next video.